Welcome back, basketball fans. You're watching yet again another episode of WKCTC Basketball Weekly. As always, I'm assistant coach Josh Kimbler here with the head coach of the Stars, Daniel Potts. Today on the show, we're going to have a special guest appearance by our shooting guard, Jacob Scott. But first, Coach, we had a game against Campbellsville University. A couple weeks back, we talked about the importance of a fourth guard stepping up for us. Would you like to talk more about that?
Yeah, DJ Scruggs, and we've been harping on him in practice and all year about taking that role on, you know.
Right.
And against Campbellsville, he shot the ball 7 times, hit five. Had 19 points and 17 rebounds as a guard.
Yeah.
He was very, very active the whole time. By far the best game he's had for us. Only thing he didn't do as well as we liked, and he knows too. He went 8 for 14 at the free throw line. So that means he was being aggressive.
His strong point.
Yes, yeah. He was averaging before this game. He was averaging around 80% from the free throw line, and that dropped him down to about 73 or so. But DJ has really matured not only on the court, Coach, but off the court as well.
Right.
From his upbringing, when we got him in August until now, just his life in general has transformed around, and great things are to come for DJ Scruggs, and we need him, that fourth guard, to keep doing what he's doing and bringing that energy off the bench and things of that nature. But so proud of him. So proud of all our kids. I thought Justin Draffin played really well against Campbellsville. I think he had maybe 8 to 10 points that first half against Campbellsville, and you'll see some highlights here in just a second. But we had 6 guys in double figures. Yeah. 6 guys in double figures, and we had 24 assists. 24 assists. So we were sharing the ball, superb, and we only had 10 turnovers.
Right.
So our season average right now is around 17, and that lowered that quite a bit. We need to be around 10 turnovers a game to have the outcome that we want.
Right.
So very proud of DJ, very proud of, some of our kids that are coming around, and, halfway through the season, that's when they're supposed to. Some of these guys that's been with us for only, a year. Right now, they're blooming now, and we're on pace. We're on the right track.
Right. When we come back, we're going to go over our game highlights against Campbellsville University. You are watching WKCTC Basketball Weekly. Welcome back to WKCTC Basketball Weekly. At this time, we're going to go over our game highlights versus Campbellsville University.
Number 3, Chris Jackson.
We got off to a pretty good start this game. Kids were focused, ready to play. Campbellsville came out in a 3-2. We haven't seen a 3-2 all year. Came out, handled it pretty well. That's what Mark's been working on, this little pivot. He's got great touch. Again, I know you all, we don't show some of the highlights that he does sometimes, but he's got great touch from 12 to 14 feet. I mean, it's just unbelievable at his height.
It's a pretty good closeout right there, Coach. They shot the ball fairly well.
Yeah.
Campbellsville did. Even when we were right there on them, they hit some shots at times.
Yes, they did. Chris Jackson knocking down a 3. Cody getting him open right there on the drive. So we still want to play fast. We still want to play fast and get to our wings, fill our spots, get that ball moved, penetrate. Look at him doing his work early. Marcus right there getting very low post position there, and got a great hook working for him right now.
Coach, that's a hard shot. He shot the ball from almost 5 feet out and banked it in straight on.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great touch.
Good inside out right here. A good extra pass. DJ's been shooting the ball well. Like I said, we've already bragged about him a little bit earlier in the show, and he's really coming along. He gave us a big boost this game, which we needed. Need from him every game. He's starting to practice a whole lot better too, isn't he, Coach?
Yeah, he is. The scouting report on DJ Scruggs when the season started was keep that guy in front of you, and he's not going to do anything. Now he's become a little more confident in that jump shot, and he's taking it, and that's going to be hard for teams to guard. He hits a shot, Coach. It's going to be, it's hard to get out on him and keep him from going to the basket.
That last free play by Jacob Scott right there, Coach. That's a great shot. That's a Division I tough shot right there in transition, which we desperately needed at the time. Way to get out and run the floor. We talked to Chris Jackson. I know we at last Basketball Weekly, we said a couple of times that we wanted to push this ball more. We set Chris down, talked to him, And he really did a great job this game. Had 6 assists, for the reason. Had 12 points, 6 assists. Finding our low post right there, and Marcus got a great right hook going for him right now. He's getting that confidence, adjusting to the game real well from the high school game just to the college game, and really coming on strong for us down the stretch right here. His last 5 or 6 games, he's been exceptional. He's been great.
Right.
He's been great.
I think we say that about Marcus every week. He does something positive, and he progresses as a player every single week.
Chris
Chris going to the boards. If Chris goes to the boards, he'll get them.
Great ball fake. Everybody knows number 4 is a shooter. Way to ball fake, get around him, 1-2 dribble right there, and knock down a shot. And the ball moved on the pass right here against this zone. Look at that. Ball ain't touching the floor. Get a great easy shot right there. We had, on the weak side, we had Marcus, big country right there, ready for a rebound in case of a miss. That's over a 6'9" kid right there, Coach. Over a 6'9" kid. They had some size.
Good touch.
Great touch. Yeah. Here, going to the boards hard right here. Look at this man rebound by DJ. That's a man rebound right there. One of his 17 rebounds right there. This is what we need from him. This is what we need from him.
Great help. Great rotation. Coach is one of that. Don't get much better than that on the defensive end. It always leads to layups.
Yeah. When we do what we're told, what we preach and practice, great results happen. I thought we really played a good first half. I know we gave up 40 points in the first half, but like you said earlier, they hit some great shots in the first half with hands in their face. DJ he played great this game. He had 13 the first half here, and just played exceptionally well. He was really focused. He's been focused, for about a week now. Really hunkered down and focused. A couple losses. He took them losses pretty hard, and he's produced, immensely right here. Great pass right there.
Pass.
Great pass.
We got to be ready for passes by Chris and DJ. He'll put them on us.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes they may pass it a little too hard, but we should still catch it.
Yeah. Justin makes a great move right here once he gets it. You all work with that move, when we go post perimeter.
I'm so proud when he did that on the bench, Coach. I was going down there telling everybody about it.
He's gaining a lot of confidence, and we're gaining as a team a lot of confidence in him. To that trust factor. We talked about it a couple of weeks back. When I put a player out on the floor, I need to have that trust factor of him producing. And man, they're
pass. Oh my gosh,
left
Coach!
Left hand right
Two
there.
great moves right in a row by Justin. That was outstanding. He struggles. Everybody struggles with that move. The left-handed hook. That's the hardest move for a post player to make, a right-handed post player to make, and we work on that all the time. And most of the time, Coach, we don't hit it. It's a hard move.
Yeah.
And he just turned around and shot it with just confidence, like he knew it was going in.
Yeah. Go back again right there. His confidence has just soared. There's his step-through move.
Great.
We work
move.
on that
Great move.
every day, just about.
Archie Miller.
Yep. A couple of our drills. Cody's coming back. He had about a 3 or 4 game spell where
We're gonna need him Thursday night.
Yes, we are. That's the way we closed out the first half right here. Great little defensive play right here. Had a couple of different schemes on the defensive end, and we really executed it, the 5 that were out there. We were in foul trouble. There was 56 total fouls called. 56 total fouls called, and we're down to 8 kids right now, and we had 3 fouled out, but as a team they stuck together and found a way.
Great catch right here by Dwayne. I almost lost it. I get 2 hands on that ball right there, Coach. I need to do a better job working with him on that. Marcus did. We said this last week. Marcus going up defensively, keeping his hands straight up and jumping straight up in the air. He's getting better at that.
Yes. And the results the last 2 or 3 games, Coach, he's had about 3 blocks per game because he's just been, tall. They could shoot it. They can shoot. They made a real run here. We got off to a 6-0 start the halftime, got up 17, and then they went to, I believe, a 1-2-2 press defense, and we turned the ball over a little bit, made some careless mistakes, but Jacob got us rolling right here with a little 12-foot shot. Campbellsville, to their credit, Coach, they played hard. They never gave up. They played hard each and every minute. Good ball fake.
It was not a dirty play. It was so not a dirty play. A lot of people in the stands whenever that happened. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. You shot fake, you let them go up, and then you can draw the foul and try to go and one at the free throw line.
Right.
That's a good basketball play right there. It's unfortunate the guy almost got hurt, but it's a physical game.
It was a great pass by Cody. Way to find Jacob right here. Look at this. He gets this off. Look at a quick trigger right there. He's coming back to full. We said it earlier. Great defense. Great job, Chris. I thought Chris played a great game. He took command of control when people weren't in their spots. It was the first game I saw him telling people, pointing and talking, get to your spots. And I thought Chris is doing a great job. Great shot by Jay right there. Good pass.
Real good pass.
Went up with two hands right there. Great result, Dwayne. Good job.
That Jacob Scott shot a while ago, Coach. The thing I liked about it, and I didn't realize this during the game, even though we're always screaming it, is our best shooter probably, Jacob Scott takes the shot, and 4 people go to the rebound.
Crash. Yeah. Earlier in the season, we didn't do that as much.
It is.
But, look at that right hook right there.
That kid couldn't do nothing about Marcus. Just shoots it with ease.
Marcus is really, really playing great for us right now. Playing very confident as well. Yeah, that's a little chippy play right here, and I'm very proud, very, very proud of DJ Scruggs holding this control in this and coming down and knocking down some free throws even after this. He could have, got mad and stuff like that. And
he got up quick, didn't he, Coach?
He got up pretty quick. He won't back down from anybody. I know that. Anybody who knows DJ, knows that. But I was very proud of him in that instance right there.
I wonder what you were saying right there, Coach.
Who knows? I thought, in this game, compared to the others, I mean, we went out there and played really, really hard, but we had fun playing. It seemed like in this game, and that results of 24 assists. We had fun playing with each other and giving the ball up and being unselfish, and really played well. Really played well. Of course, they made another run. I think they came down and had a 10-0 run and cut the lead right here. They didn't quit. There was no quit in Campbellsville. We knew that. Our guys knew that.
Great job.
Stay after the
boards. That was because of Justin Draft and going to the rebound on a missed free throw. That's all that was. None of that happens if Justin don't go.
That's the little things that we talk about in practice. Give them that extra effort. When sometimes we maybe don't. And if you got a 6-foot kid on Big Marcus right here, we better feed him the ball. We did a great job this game, by the way, of feeding our bigs the ball. Our guards, Jacob had 6 assists. Cody had 9 assists. Chris Jackson had 6. DJ even had 3. We played real well as a ball club, and got the ball to our big guy inside, and it opened up opportunities. Marcus picks up his 5th right here. It was our 3rd one that fouled out.
Dwayne's been sitting over there for 10 minutes at this point, Coach.
Yeah, he fouled out pretty early this ball game. But our kids stuck together, and they found a way. They made some big shots right here. This shot right here was huge. We were only up 1. Cody makes it a 4-point game right here. That's a huge shot. Huge, huge shot. Way to find him, DJ. Great screen by Chris Jackson.
Yeah. Is that our 41 right there?
Yes.
When we headhunt off that, I mean, it's a great play. It's almost impossible to stop with our post presence that we normally have in the game. If we headhunt, like I say, it's wide open.
Yeah. Great push here by Cody. Our defense turns into our offense. We talk about it all the time. Getting the ball up the court on the pass with this dime right here. Ooh. Nice pass, Jay. 2 hands right there. Yeah, Justin, I can't speak more volumes of Justin, man. We're so glad to have him this year. Way to find him, Chris. Way to get out and run the floor. Way to get out. That's when we're at our best, is when we get out and push the ball off. Maybe a bad shot by the opposing team and put pressure on them on the offensive end. Our cheerleaders doing a nice little cheer there. Had some free throws. We got to the free throw line. Of course, there was 56 fouls called. Got to the free throw line 46 times, and we were really aggressive. Had to knock some down. Cody was 8 for 8 from the free throw line. Jacob was 7 for 8. So that really, really helped us get to that 107 level right there. But thought our kids really played hard, played together as a team. Like I said, I'm so happy that 24 assists. That's the most since I've been here as a coach for 3 years. That's the most assists I've ever had in a game as a ball club. 24 assists. So I'm very proud of my team, and we're just going to keep improving. Keep improving.
I know it's pretty tough. You come to me with 3 minutes left in that game and looked right at me.
About
gave me
7 minutes.
Well,
about 7
yeah,
minutes.
well, yeah, it probably was. It probably was 6 or 7. And you gave me that clipboard and said, "Coach, come up with a play we can run with 4 players." We're in foul trouble whenever something like that's said. Whenever we come back, we're gonna have our special guest, our shooting guard Jacob Scott, on the set. You are watching WKCTC Basketball Weekly. Welcome back to WKCTC Basketball Weekly. At this time, we're going to go ahead and do our segment with our special guest appearance, our shooting guard, number 4, Jacob Scott. Jacob, thanks for being on the show.
Thanks, sir. I appreciate it.
No problem. We're going to kind of learn a little bit about Jacob as a person and as a basketball player with the next several questions. Jacob, let's start this off with, whenever we did our first WKCTC Basketball Weekly, one of the things we talked about with you in particular was, the morals and the values that your family shared and just the type of person you were off the court.
Absolutely.
As far as talking about role model, just the idea of that, who is your role model?
Well, I think, my biggest role model was he went to Webster County High School, several years older than me, but by name of Sean Townsend. That would be my role model. He was just a great, person to look up to. I could grow up, looking at the way that he played basketball and the way that he does things, not just only on the court, but off the court as well. And frankly, we still have a great relationship still today.
Good. How important is it for you to be a role model to other kids?
Well, that's been my biggest dream in life, my biggest goal. I want to, maybe it's not the years I'm spending right now in Paducah, or it may be, after Paducah, but I want to, touch someone's heart. Maybe it might just be one little kid playing basketball, but I want him to say, I look up to Jacob Scott. I went to his, high school game or college basketball game, and you know what? I loved the way that he played basketball. He played every possession. A lot of times people say Tyler Hansbrough. He plays every single possession.
Me being a Carolina fan,
You being
like
a Carolina
you saying
fan? No, I'm a Kentucky fan. I'm a Kentucky fan. But I respect a lot of people, and I want the younger kids of today's generation who will just get out there and play any type of sport. And basketball is is my favorite, of course. Right. And I want them to just look up and be like, that Jacob Scott, what he could play the game of basketball.
Right. Okay. Individually, since being it here on campus, what do you feel is your greatest improvement as a player? Kind of switching back to basketball mode.
Okay. All right. Well, my greatest improvement here at WKCTC, I think it really was a great transfer over from my senior year in high school. My senior year in high school, I finally got the whole development of the game down. Obviously I could always shoot the ball, but now I'm finally getting to the free throw line a little bit. Well, a whole lot more. Yeah. My senior year, I was the #1 free throw shooter in the state of Kentucky, and I think that's my biggest improvement now to college as well. Is I'm still doing that.
Right.
I'm still doing that against a whole lot better competition, a whole lot bigger, a whole lot stronger, a whole lot faster, and of course the court is 10 feet longer now, and it's a little bit harder to adjust and everything, and it took me several games to do so. And I think that's my biggest improvement, is just being more physical than I was in high school and continuing to get to the free throw line.
Right. There's been several times during this show, and even after the games, we would talk to other people, especially with you and Marcus.
Yeah.
How many of these teams we play you think have ever heard of Webster County or Carlisle County?
I bet none.
I think you're exactly right.
Our college.
Right.
And I remember you saying that after the Southeast Illinois game, and I think that was a very good statement. But I bet we play them tomorrow night, Thursday, and I guarantee you they know who we are.
Oh yeah. What do you like most about being a student athlete on this campus?
Ooh, the best thing that I like being about a student athlete here at WKCTC is, just the classes. I mean, of course, your teachers, In high school, I always, got this vibe about college was it doesn't matter if you go to class or not. Your teachers just absolutely do not care because they're going to get paid either way.
Right.
But here at West Kentucky, that is not the case at all.
Right.
They do care about you. They do, even feel like, your mom away from home. I'm an hour away from home, hour and a half away from home, and I really, felt as teachers as being, my second mom here on campus. And being a student athlete, they understand that, school is a job and, basketball, that's a job as well.
Right.
And they understand and, they will definitely help you in your schoolwork if you just go to them.
Right. Okay, switching back to basketball for a minute.
All right.
Well, what has been, in your opinion, the biggest growth in our basketball program, specifically under Coach Potts since you've been here?
Well, this is Coach Potts' third year. This is just my second year. And obviously last year we had the support, but not really. I think it's very safe to say, or very lenient to say, that we probably averaged 75 people at our home games last year. And now I'm very comfortable saying that it's well over 200. And that is the biggest growth, is just the people filling the stands.
Right.
And that means so much to a basketball player just to have the support. When it comes down to the wire of a basketball game, 1 point, 2 point game, there is such a thing called a home court advantage, and I think that we are really getting to feel that this year. And I think that's definitely our biggest growth as a program.
Right, right. Okay, next question. During your senior season in high school, what was your deciding factor in attending West Kentucky Community and Technical College?
Okay, well, my deciding factor were my last two choices was Bethel University and to come here. And nothing against Coach Britt. I love Coach Britt to death and at Bethel. But, what it really came down to was, where am I going to feel like home the most?
Right.
And that started with, Coach Potts. He came to a lot of my high school games, and and he came and, not just to watch, but, to make sure that he talked to me about after the game, telling me about how I did things, right, and even telling me what I can improve on, still in high school. He's not even my coach yet. And that's just the biggest thing. And, we got our, I have coach's phone numbers when I was still in high school, and I really feel like he is a big brother to me.
Right.
Coach Potts is someone that I can go to. There's several times I just went over to his house at nights, just to talk to him.
Right.
Even though I don't agree that he is a Duke fan, I'm a Kentucky fan, you're a North Carolina fan, he's a Duke fan.
Hey, we can agree on something.
We can agree on something. But, Coach was one of the biggest deciding factors because I felt like he knew me more than a lot of people did, and we've only known each other for 2.5 years.
Right. Okay. We're going to go ahead and wrap things up real quick. We got one more question left.
One more.
What would be your favorite memory or favorite thing, whatever you want to talk about Coach Daniel Potts?
Well, obviously after practice, a lot of times, or even just on days that we have off, a lot of guys will just come into the gym and just play pickup and just shoot around. And I think probably my favorite thing about Coach Potts is that he really, truly does believe that he can beat me in the game of horse.
Right.
And there's not many people that can do that. And I think it's really funny that he thinks he can.
Right.
So that's my favorite thing about him.
Well, hey, I appreciate it again.
Thanks,
Thank
Coach.
you so much for coming on.
Appreciate it.
When we come back, we're going to have Coach Daniel Potts is going to be back on set with his final thoughts. You're watching WKCTC Basketball Weekly. Welcome back, fans. At this time, we're going to go ahead and close down our segment of WKCTC Basketball Weekly with Coach Potts' final thoughts.
I just want to thank Jacob for coming on. He did a great job, and a great kid, along with being a great athlete. He's just a good person and great character kid. And I speak multitudes about him. Everybody on campus knows Jacob because of his personality and who he is. I get nothing but good comments about him, and he's just a great kid. Glad to have him on the show here. I want to talk about our game Thursday night, December 5th at 7 o'clock against Southeast Illinois. We went down to their place a couple weeks back. Played really well. Came down to about the last 30 seconds, and we got a blocking call charge
Jackson.
call,
Yeah,
a charge
Chris
call
Jackson.
On Chris Jackson, and that lost us the game a little bit by 3 points, but we really played well, and it's going to be an exciting game. It's going to be an exciting game to watch Thursday night at 7 o'clock. They got some good kids playing right now. They've had some kids to step up for them in the past couple weeks, just like us with DJ and Justin. They still got the Jalen Carter kid, their point guard. He could shoot it from anywhere. The Pickett kid is the one who got us down there last time.
Yeah.
He had 17, only shot the ball 11 times, but he hit 8 of them. He hit 8 of them. And then their big guy Alex. He brought down 8 boards against us, and Marcus is going to have another tough opportunity, another tough game to show what he can prove again. And he's going to be out there. When we played him down there, he was guarding 5'11", 6'3", quick guys, and he's going to have to move his feet, and we're going to have to do a better job of playing defense without fouling.
Right.
These past 2 or 3 games. We've gave up around 30 free throws each game, and we can't keep doing that and giving them opportunities to score. So, but going to be a great game both ways. Well coached both teams. Southeast is well coached, and be a great game to watch. Also, we got a home game Saturday. That one's actually at 4 o'clock. That's December 7th against Muhlenberg. That's at 4 o'clock game, and if weather permits, I know we're supposed to be getting some bad weather coming in.
A little bit.
We'll still have that on, but I appreciate for any support. You all can come out and watch us. I know the kids love it, as Jacob said. There is such thing as a home court advantage.
Right.
He said it perfect, and we thank you all for all your support and hope you come out.